I want to do a quick quality test of this camera. First off, video stabilization, and obviously audio, assuming I'm not in a noisy environment, because it can't seem to handle noisy environments very well. Otherwise, the audio becomes really crappy and it sounds like you're underwater or something. Like, that's the best way I can describe the crappiness of the audio when it's really noisy out. It just sounds kind of like you're underwater. So right now I'm walking through the grass. See how good the electronic image stabilization is. There's no way in hell a budget phone under $200 is going to have optical image stabilization. It's obviously digital stabilization. But digital stabilization has proven to still be pretty decent. And unfortunately, even though this can record at 60 frames per second, and it can even record 4K, unfortunately, it can't do image stabilization at those resolutions and frame rates. So right now I'm recording at 1080p at 30 frames per second with electronic image stabilization. Now, let's do a focus test, folks. Seemed to focus better when I let it do it on its own. So it seems to have pretty quick focusing because I'm not touching anything. Pretty quick focus. Let's see how quick tap to focus is. Pretty quick, but it keeps screwing up the white balance, damn it. I think you'd be better off just letting it do it on its own. Let's focus on something else. Like my homework. Screw homework. School is for nerds. Seems like it's struggling a tiny bit to focus on small, skinny objects. The white balance is totally fucked. But hey, what can you expect for a phone camera that's under $200? I'd still say it's pretty good overall. The white balance could definitely be a lot better though. It's way too washed out. Look how bright everything is. Oh. Can obviously adjust it manually. So it seems like it looks the best, keeping it as low as it can go. Otherwise keep it normal, and then it gets bright as shit. Oh. So at the end of the day, would I recommend this camera for professional photography and video? Fuck no! Would I recommend it for selfies and vlogs and screwing around? Of course I would. Great camera for casual users. But at the end of the day, I'm still keeping my iPhone XS Max as my primary camera. But sometimes I like messing around with backup cameras that I have. And this is my secondary camera. And I still think that it's good enough for me to be able to call it my second camera. See you, folks.